What's up guys? So this is gonna be a quick one. I keep receiving emails and my clients always ask, and new people to, let's say, lower carbohydrate and carbohydrate restriction diets ask, why do I wake up grumpy? Or why do I wake up in a bad mood or sluggish? People who transition to lower carbohydrate diets and higher fat diets, they tend to either screw up with their sleep hygiene, or they just wake up with some sort of moody, grumpy, groggy behavior and just don't know why, and attribute that to, let's say, lower carbohydrate intake. And the reality is that what happens and why you wake up like that is chances are that you had too much carbohydrate or too much shitty carbohydrates in the evening before you went to sleep, which usually what happens, and why people then crave carbohydrates in the morning and want to get something like, something sweet like oatmeal or something like really carbohydrate heavy. And why is that? It's just because you spiked your insulin so much with a really heavy carbohydrate meal in the evening that your blood sugar went so high, the insulin had to compensate and bring it down. And as a result, overnight your sugar went so down and so low that then you wake up, you actually feel like you're out of energy, your brain is starved, and that's why you get into those you hit those virtual walls of low energy, grogginess, low blood sugar, things of that nature. And then you repeat that cycle because your body just craves it. So how you can overcome it is, one, you have to avoid too much carbohydrate before you sleep, so you don't spike up your insulin too much, which then results into really low blood sugar in the morning. Meaning, you still can feed, like I usually refeed carbohydrates every evening because of my training and I know how to do it. But if I do too much carbohydrate, I know that in the morning and rest of the day, next morning, is gonna be screwed up because I'm gonna be in really bad mood. My mind is gonna be really loud and I'm just gonna be groggy throughout with really bad energy. So what I do is actually limit my carbohydrates or eat really good carbohydrates. So like berries, sweet potatoes, starchier carbohydrate source like rice, let's say even, a handful of rice is better, let's say, than sugary sweets or some dessert types. I mean, it's still better than nothing. So if you can do that, chances are you're gonna feel energetic in the morning because you're not gonna crash your blood glucose so much and stunt it so much that it actually is too low for you to function and have a good mood. So if you go low carb, that's one thing to keep in mind. And what I would do actually, I would also start to power through and gradually increase carbohydrates as you go up to the evening, meaning still start in a kind of like fasted state with high fat, moderate protein sort of diet, limit the carbohydrates in the morning, because you just go into that same cycle where you keep on refeeding, keep on reaching a crash, and then you have to compensate and refeed again and again, and you live in that crave-driven cycle where you have to consume sugar in order to function, which is not ideal. It's easier to just maintain it and go like in a flat line where you know exactly where you're at, you know how to manage your mood, your feeling, your energy levels, and that is just carbohydrate cycles and maintenance, meaning, keeping it either moderate or restricted to, let's say, 100 grams a day, up to like 20 grams if you're in a ketogenic diet. But that's the gist of it. You're usually wake up grumpy because your blood sugar goes so low that you can't function in the morning, and that is usually a result because you carved up so much in the evening that your body just reacted like that. So I hope it's helpful, and if so, subscribe, share with your friends who would find it useful, and give a like. It's really appreciated. Thank you guys.